Movies! I do not believe that I've seen any movies in their entirety this week. Lots of bits and pieces for my cracked work, which is a shame too because I don't think I ever thought that I was going to be seeing movies in theaters after Alistair was born, but yeah, there's seems like there's a lot of good movies in theaters right now. I'd be very interested in seeing The Martian, and yeah, just everything. Serpico, they all seem to have really good reviews right now and have a lot of great actors that I really like. But I'm perfectly happy to be seeing the little bits and pieces of everything that I need to for the cracked work. There's like a live podcast they did that is, tons and tons of references because it's just, they're all just talking and saying, oh, this reminds me of this reminds me of this, and here's a TV trope, and here's a movie trope, and it's just like, okay, we have to pull up clips and from TV and movies and everything for every single thing they mention. So that's been a huge project. Alex Zarowski helped me out with a little bit of it at the start, and then I did like 7 or 8 pages or something of it this weekend, and then I guess also a little bit this week as well. So that was really mind-numbing, but also interesting because I liked the podcast. I thought it was pretty funny, and happy to be contributing to that, and even happier to be paid for it because, man, yeah, we finally got like all our hospital bills in for Alistair, so it's like, okay, we kind of know how much everything's going to cost, and I don't think without this crack job that I would have been able to comfortably feel like we were going to be able to pay all for all this stuff. So thank you to Alex Schmidt for getting me the job, and then once we start to get the money from Vulture and New York Magazine, then I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Minor money note thing. So I still haven't been paid by Protein, that marketing company that I did an interview for back in like June. Yeah, it was like late May, early June. Where it's just, it wasn't that much of my time, but they were like, yeah, we'll pay you $400 if we can sit down with you for a couple hours and talk about VR and everything. And then after that, of course, they were like, hey, do you know anyone who knows anything about VR and AR and 3D printing? And so I recommended a bunch of people, and they all did surveys, and they were all promised that they'd be paid $150, and they have not been paid $150. So I feel bad about that because I'm the one who told them all to, use their time to do that. So yeah, that's kind of silly. But I feel really good about today. It was probably the most focused, productive I've ever been getting some of this cracked work done. I was like, there's a great website I found, or that my friend Beryl actually pointed me to, called TV Tropes, that actually, if you look at something like Scotty Time, which is the, I guess, official term for any time in a movie or television show you have a character saying like, I need 2 hours to do this thing, and someone says, you have 5 minutes, that trope, things like that. Any kind of trope that you can come up with a name for, it kind of gives you a list of like all sorts of TV and movies that do that trope, so that's enormously helpful. I've also picked up a very quick, relatively quick workflow for being able to search for something on YouTube. If I can't find it in HD after a certain amount of time, then I pull together whatever I need to get whatever clip I need, and so that's working out really well. The other thing for New York Magazine, the wig short, which I thought, I guess I said I'd have the first draft done last Friday, so like a week and a half ago, and it's not quite there yet to a complete first draft. I kind of knew the first time I looked at the trailer, I'm like, this seems really easy, so there's no way it's going to be easy. And I don't think I'm giving myself more work than I need to. What I really should have done right off the bat is seen if I could have edited the trailer down to something that was more like a minute and a half. But what I've done is I've gone through the trailer and cut out every single piece of someone with hair basically, and now I have all of those cut individually in my composition in After Effects, and I'm adding wigs to every single one of those clips. And it would be funny for a couple shots to just have it be kind of like a clip art thing where it's like, here's the hair and then the face is like moving around it and the hair doesn't follow. But I actually want it to look half good, so I'm actually doing tracking points to make sure that everything kind of follows. So it's really just a point now. I'm pretty close to done actually, and it has been fun. I've been doing it mostly on the train, haven't been playing Metal Gear Solid or anything like that on the train, and yeah, it's been useful. So I hope that I hope that New York Magazine likes the cut that I'll probably be, I'm going to say Tuesday, I'll probably have that. And then if there's any shots where they want a different wig or something, then I think we'll be able to just grab some other wigs or clip art or whatever. So that should be good. But I'm happy with how that's turning out, and we'll see where that goes.